The following program is made possible with the assistance of a grant from S&H Green Stamps.
Bœuf bourguignon, French beef stew in red wine. We're going to serve it with braised onions and mushrooms and a wine dark sauce. It's a perfectly delicious dish. I'd better taste. Hello.
Hi, and welcome to Baking with Jeff. I'm Jeff, and I guess we're going to be baking. Do I need to wear makeup or something for this?
No, we're good.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was speaking with my assistant. Off camera.
Assistant?
I'm the one on camera. I'm the talent. So, hi. We are going to, this is just weird. We're going to be making, I'm going to be making butter swim biscuits. Biscuits sounds wonderful, but apparently they're swimming in butter. And how can you go wrong? So we're going to find out if that works. I've never done this before, so let's find out. We start off with 2.5 cups of flour. Is this on camera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2.5 cups of flour. To that we add 4 teaspoons baking powder. We also add 4 teaspoons sugar and 2 teaspoons of salt. We mix this up. And to that, we add 2 cups of buttermilk. We discovered that my Pyrex, where it says 2 cups, isn't actually 2 cups. So I had to measure it elsewhere and pour it in here. So yes, I cheated. That's the way it works. I'm in charge. I can do what I want. So we're going to pour in the buttermilk and mix that up. And they say this is going to turn into a very wet, sticky dough. Do you have some incidental music to play while I'm stirring? Because this can't be the most exciting thing.
Sure, I bet I can find some sound effects
Like
to put in here.
Keystone Cops.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm still stirring. I assume this will be edited out.
But it's riveting.
This is very exciting, I know. It is looking like biscuit dough. It's what I imagine biscuit dough should look like because I haven't made biscuits in decades. In fact, it's what I imagine biscuit dough ought to look like. It is very wet, but it looks like it's going to bake into something. We'll find out. Now that that is, I don't want to overwork it because I assume that's something you shouldn't do. We now take 1 stick of butter, melt it, and pour it into our pan. It's an 8x8. Apparently you can also use a 9x9. Pour in the butter. And then you turn the dough into your pan. I understand this is where it gets the name now, Butter Swim Biscuits, because now the dough is swimming in the butter. You spread it out as much as a sticky thing lets you spread it out to the edges of the pan. I suppose I'm supposed to bring this closer to the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. So let's do that. In fact, just for fun, nope, the butter doesn't squish around. So there we have. Now what I'm supposed to do is cut this into 9 pieces, which sounds easy, but it's sticky gooey and I'm not sure what to use for that. So I have a pastry cutter, which I'm going to hopefully let me do that. And if that doesn't work, I have scissors to do the brute force thing. But okay, that doesn't cut at all. It just smushes right back into place. Well, with biscuits, it's just supposed to be a suggestion of a cut, right? Because they break apart on their own later. We'll go with that. And then we'll go this way too. Ugh. You don't want to do this with your hands. Good enough? And you can see the butter is kind of smushing around. And this we then throw into the oven, 450 degrees, for 20 to 25 minutes until golden brown on top. And there we go. Oh, that tastes good. Oh, not only are the biscuits done, but Miss Girl is here to tell us that the alarm is going. This smells really good. So let's turn it off. Back. Good girl, good girl. Okay, the butter is bubbling up all around it. Clearly, the butter is doing its thing. Oh, these smell really good. And the separations, the suggestions of where the 9 biscuits land, are still there. So you'll notice that my workspace is cleaned off because my little elves swept in while you were away. So now, oh, these are sizzling. We're not going to serve these up just yet. This is going to be really hot. But, oh, they smell good. Welcome back. They've cooled off just a little bit, but I don't want to wait any longer because they really smell good. So, okay, the separations worked well enough. Oh, the sides are all just packed with butter. That looks really good. Now, I suppose you could have this with your meal, but I would just eat them straight as is. I got out a couple of jams. We have, is that Oregon Marionberry? And we, oh, that's nice. And we have 4 fruits. You wanted the Marionberry?
Yes, please.
Okay. You know, people often ask me, Jeff, why are you so amazing in the kitchen? And the answer is, I'm amazing everywhere. So with that, I'm going to have the 4 fruits. But here, camera boy, this one's for you. Do you want a fork or just dive on in?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a fork.
Okay. I suppose I have to go get it because you're off camera.
Yeah.
Fine.
I've not exactly been through wardrobe for this shooting.
Here, have a fork.
Thank you.
Tell me it's magnificent. This is where I think we need that theme song going again. You know, baking with Jeff is the best thing ever. He's charming, he's handsome, and oh so clever. Or something.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Oh, that's good.
These are cheaper.
This is, okay, you get the butter. While it was baking, you could see the butter all around the edges, just boiling up. This is really good. But don't tell anybody how easy it was, okay? Let them think you slaved. Well, I think it's time to wrap up because I'm going to eat another 2 and I shouldn't do that on camera. Thanks for joining us with Baking with Jeff.